In other news, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has been re-allotted the 12 Tughlaq Lane bungalow. This a day after his disqualification as Lok Sabha member was restored following a directive of the Supreme Court. The House Committee has decided to allot the same bungalow that he was asked to vacate when he was disqualified as Member of Parliament on the 24th of March as a result of his conviction and 2-year jail term awarded to him. And now that same house will be given back to him. In fact, when asked about this, Rahul Gandhi said, मेरा घर पूरा हिंदुस्तान है।
सर आपका घर दोबारा मिल गया है सर, कितनी खुशी सर, कितनी खुशी सर, कितनी खुशी आपको सर, सर कितनी खुशी आपको, कितनी खुशी आपको घर आपको मिल गया। मेरा घर पूरा हिंदुस्तान है।
With that, time for us to slip into a short break. More news on the other side.
Brought to you by
घर लेना हो या बेचना, 99 एकड़ से ही पूछना।
आत्मनिर्भर भारत के शिल्पी यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आजादी के बाद सही मायनों में गरीब कल्याण के लिए मिशन मोड में काम हुआ है।
हमारी सरकार गरीबों को समर्पित है, गरीबों की है।
हाउसिंग फॉर ऑल लक्ष्य के तहत प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना और मुख्यमंत्री आवास योजना से 54 लाख परिवारों को
It's undeniable. We're facing the crisis of the generation, climate change, and it's happening. Not in some far off distant land or some millions of years away. It's happening now. And it affects everything we know and love. Information around climate change can often feel too distant, too jargony, too scary, too anxiety-filled, too technical, or too political. I'm here to change that. The Climate Explainers, part of NDTV's 6-month-long campaign, building a blueprint for climate action. The climate clock is ticking, but we're just in time.
My name is Captain Raghu Raman, and I have been fortunate to have had a career that has spanned 3 different domains. Whether it was the authoritarian style of leadership in the armed forces or the mostly incentive-driven environment of the corporates or the process-driven style of the government, I found that there were some principles of leadership that are present in all the environments. And these valuable lessons of leadership can be learned from literally thousands of leaders who are all around us. And we will meet them all on Wisdom of Leaders.
We have a surprise for you. We're going to ask a bunch of you some special questions, and every correct answer is going to reveal what our surprise is.
I don't know.
Satya Nadella?
Jeff Bezos. Bill Gates probably.
Nehru Place. Saket.
Saket.
Mumbai?
Technical Guruji.
Tech Guruji. Technical Guruji.
Technical Guruji.
चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
The NDTV News Network
That informs
inspires,
and illuminates. Watch every side of the story here on NDTV.
because the only side we're on is yours.
That was fast, right? But tech is evolving even quicker than our abilities to adapt. And that's how I like to roll. टेक्नोलॉजी तो आप सभी के पास है, but what you need is everything else. मेरा नाम है गौरव और अब मैं आ गया हूँ NDTV नेटवर्क पे हर रोज हर हफ्ते अब आपके और पास. Go beyond the now.
When there's too much talking but very little being said, too many voices but hardly any being heard, you turn to a show that puts you front and center. A show that headlines the stories of the people, by the people, for the people.
From breaking news to in-depth analysis, covering the latest developments
across politics, business and technology, bringing you stories that shape our
Welcome back. The Punjab and Haryana High Court on Monday issued a strongly worded order halting bulldozer action in communal violence hit New and Gurugram and questioned whether the buildings belonging to a particular community were being brought down under the guise of a law and order problem. Details of this order were available last night and very strongly worded while issuing a notice to the Haryana government. The court also made an ethnic cleansing reference. The issue also arises where the buildings belonging to a particular community are being brought down under the guise of a law and order, and an exercise of ethnic cleansing is being conducted by the state. So very, very strongly worded order there after 4 days of demolitions taking place in New, which saw communal violence. Let's go across to Vedant now for more. And Vedant, also some tough words for the Haryana Home Minister.
That's right, Gargi. The court has come down heavily on Haryana Home Minister Anil Vij, who had earlier said that this is the only Ilaj, a solution to the immigrant problem and to the communal violence, that we raise all these shanties, shops and homes belonging to the immigrants there. So far, there's been no reaction from the Haryana government, but what the administration is telling us that the demolitions have been halted immediately after the Punjab and Haryana High Court order. But as you rightly pointed out, two important aspects of this very strongly worded order. One, that the High Court said that one particular community is being targeted in this demolition drive, and this demolition drive started after the Haryana government, including no less than Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar himself, said that these immigrants who are living on encroached land are responsible for the communal violence there. These were the words of the Haryana government. So it came with tacit approval from the top that these demolitions were being carried out. The other important aspect of the order is that the High Court has said that these demolitions did not happen under the procedure as established by law. So there were no notices issued to all these immigrants living there. In fact, when we reported from the ground, a lot of these people said that they had no role to play in the violence and that they had not gotten any notice, any prior information from the administration about the demolition drive, and now they're left without homes, without shops. So of course, a very strongly worded order from the Punjab and Haryana High Court, a division bench that was hearing this particular case, which also said that absolute power corrupts the mind, absolutely making a reference to the Haryana Home Minister. So far, there's peace, Gargi. Currently, as far as New is concerned, prohibitory orders are in place. In fact, just today, we saw that a Congress delegation also went. They were stopped from entering New, including Dipender Hooda. But so far, prohibitory orders are in place. Internet remains suspended.
All right. Thanks so much, Vedanta, for joining us with those details. News now from Madhya Pradesh, where a video from Simrol near Indore has gone viral. This shows how a man jumped into the plunge pool of a waterfall after a car fell into it and managed to save one of the occupants. This is a popular spot near Indore. In the video, the red car can be seen coming towards the edge of a rock surface and then falling into the plunge pool after flipping over, during which its front door opened and shut again. They're screaming as well, and then the young man goes in to rescue one of those who's in the water.
बादशाह भगवा यहाँ से चलो.
So a father and daughter were rescued there after the car fell into the water. We're now joined by Sumit Matthew, the young man who you can see in the visuals there, who went in and saved the father. Thanks so much for speaking to us. And Sumit, it seems you were taking a photograph when this happened, and you must have been very shocked by watching that car fall in. Tell us what exactly happened.
Like my friend was clicking some photos, like suddenly some people start screaming like they're roko, gaadi roko, like they're not able to stop that vehicle. Suddenly that when the two parents and one children was there, and suddenly the vehicle start rolling automatically. Like it's maybe like not able to put that handbrake or any reason that I don't know. I was just standing there and just clicking that pictures of mine. But suddenly, when I saw at the top of the waterfall, there is a red car is coming towards us. and it suddenly it's fall down from the waterfall. And then then I saw one auntie is there, like she's screaming that guy who dropped down in the water, he's not able to swim, or please help us, something like that. They're screaming, and suddenly at that time saw that guy, and I just jumped into the water.
Right, and we can tell by your expression initially that you were quite shocked by, what you were seeing happen, this car tumbling in, and it took you a moment to register, and then you went into the water.
Yes, it was quite shocking for us, like me and my friend standing over there. But we saw an incident, like the car is fall from the waterfall. Suddenly, I literally hands on my head and think, what just happened? What just I saw like that? Suddenly, and some people are already in the background. They're saying he's not able to swim or something. Some thoughts comes in my mind, but at that time I don't think so. Nothing I can think, and I just jumped.
Right, and this clearly is a very popular spot. This car was parked very near the edge, so they need to take, steps to ensure that something like this doesn't happen, that there's more safety there. Also, this video has gone viral. What have the reactions been?
Yes. When the car fell down, there was nobody in the water. That is very lucky. And the car is around, I think, at the top of the waterfall, it's around 10 to 20 meter. Its car is parked there.
All right. Well, Sumit, thank you so much for speaking to us here at NDTV.
Thank you so much.